failure. Priti Patel on the edge of her sit as UK border force slammed over Channel migrant crisis. UK border force has come under furious attack from Britons because of officers threatening to strike over plans from Priti Patel to stop migrant crossings on the English Channel. The escalation in the migrant crisis comes with the Public and Commercial Services Union, PCS, representing border and immigration officials warning its members are ready to take action over Home Secretary Priti Patel's controversial pushback plans. This policy would see officials aim to redirect migrant boats in the Channel to move them back into French waters. Last year, 28,381 migrants made the journey across the dangerous stretch of water, more than triple the number who made the crossing in 2020. PCS and the refugee charity Care for Calais are taking the Home Office to court over its policy to stop more people using the dangerous route to Britain. But on Wednesday, PCS General Secretary Mark Serwotka warned, the legality of the pushbacks policy is in serious question and it is right that the court decides whether it is unlawful to turn back Channel boats. We cannot have a situation where our members could be open to potential civil and criminal action for implementing a policy that they do not agree with and know is not safe. Although we are hoping for a positive outcome from the legal proceedings, people should be in no doubt PCS strongly opposes this policy, on moral and humanitarian grounds, and we will not rule out industrial action to prevent it being carried out. But the threat of strike action has triggered a furious reaction from Britons, who are demanding border force officials be removed from the process of curbing the migrant crisis altogether. Commenting on our initial story, reader Simo2 raged, "Get rid of the useless bunch, not fit for purpose. What hope have we got with these so-called border force? Totally pathetic bunch." Bunter Boy fumed, "Sack them and hire people who will turn these boats around. Trade unions will ruin this country." Express reader Old Rio said, "Yet another crowd of anti-UK civil servants. If they won't obey instructions effectively from the UK public, then replace them. Lives are at risk because France doesn't stop them, not because we turn them back." Fellow reader PCXRP also wrote, "Border force look more like the average social worker, not a disciplined force. Unfit for purpose. Put the Royal Navy in their place and have some real men who can carry out orders." Last year, Ms. Patel announced the plans in an attempt to curb the record number of people trying to cross the Channel and enter Britain via the Dover Strait in small boats. The Home Secretary signed off on the strategy in September, but it is yet to be used. The PCS union claims its members are deeply concerned the policy cannot be implemented safely, adding officials could be exposed to civil or criminal proceedings if the policy was deemed unlawful. Care for Calais Chief Executive Claire Mosley warned, "Care for Calais is deeply concerned about the impact the Home Office's pushbacks policy will have on the loss of lives at sea. The proposed policy deprioritizes the UK's duty under domestic and international law to save lives at sea. It is for good reason that this duty is a cornerstone of international maritime law. If eroded, I fear it will enable the UK to devalue lives at sea. It risks opening the gates to the horrific scenes we are seeing in the Mediterranean, where the Libyan Coast Guard watch refugees drown and the Greek Coast Guard fire weapons to turn them back." Home Office Permanent Secretary Matthew Rycroft has said boats would only be turned back in certain limited circumstances. The Home Office continues to explore various options in its bid to halt crossings by thousands of people from France aboard small boats. Despite the Home Secretary's pledge to make crossings an infrequent phenomenon by spring 2020, more than 36,000 people have succeeded in reaching the UK in the last 2 years. Facing another year with thousands of crossings, the Home Office has invited businesses to an event later this month in the hope of gleaning new ideas on how to solve the crisis. Attendees will be bound by a non-disclosure agreement and then invited to share their innovative ideas, new approaches and potential solutions which can be legally deployable in the UK, which can